Damien Duff is one of those players that I looked at as a kid. He came into the youth side and he played down the left-hand side of the field. What the problem we did have with him, and I remember talking to Morris Setters about it, was that he wanted to play on the left-hand side. He'd always pick up wide positions on the touchline so he could get the ball, and he always wanted to run at people, and he was great at going inside of them, checking and going outside, doing his little thing on the ball, but he always finished up getting the ball across the face of the goals. Damien is, I would loved him to have been around when I was manager, because he's shown in his time at Chelsea and his time with the Republic that he is an extremely good player. He's one of those lads that you could let him wander about and pick up his positions where he wanted to pick them up. The problem we had with him was trying to get him to come back into midfield, because he was one, what our terminology was, one of the last left wingers in the game, who forget that they've got to come back and do a job in midfield as well as be a winger. Now, Damien Duff, in the early days when I saw him, I knew that he would come through and be a very good player for the Irish. Even though he didn't come into the side when I was there, he came in just afterwards, and he's proved exactly the way I looked at him in those days and said, this guy is some player. Again, if I had to pick an all-Ireland team, I would probably pick Damien Duff on the left-hand side. You can't beat a player like Damien, who wants the ball and he wants to take it at people. Now, I used to say to one or two of the players that we had as wingers, when you've got the ball and you run at somebody, knock the ball past them and run. Make sure the ball goes past him. But with Damien, you wouldn't want that. You would want him to take the ball. He's a very tight controller of the ball. He takes it up to people. He moves his body. He changes directions like nobody I've ever seen before. And he's very good at just making his way between players. When you're a club like Chelsea and you've got as many players as they have had, and they've had lots of good players, and sometimes when you saw them sitting on the touchline, you wondered why they weren't playing. Very rarely do you see Damien Duff sat on the touchline, although he has once or twice. But more often than not, Damien will come up and he'll be one of the first choices to play in probably the most expensive team in the world. When you're a manager and you look at the opposition, you sometimes think, how do we handle this guy? Do we mark him? Do we cover on him? Do we get people to close him down quickly? Do we get people to stop and supplying him with the ball? You've got so many problems to solve with Damien, because he is capable of going wandering about and doing things through the middle. He'll even sometimes wander away onto the right-hand side of the field and come in on his left foot, which is not a bad thing to do. But he's the sort of player you can never adjudicate on what he's going to do next. Whether he's going to go past you, whether he's going to go inside you, whether he's going to go overlap you, whether he's going to run between players for a ball played for him. You never know with Damien, and I love him as a player. I wish the hell he had been with me.